Hello, my YouTube family. Welcome back to Lynn Afros. If today is your first time here, please consider subscribing. Today we have a beautiful guest that's going to introduce herself, and then we get to know each other and flow with the vibes. Welcome to my channel.
Thank you, Lynn. Thank you. Thank you, Lynn's fans. I'm glad to be hosted in your channel. This is the Korean Empress.
Korean
Yeah.
Empress.
Yes.
The Empress from Korea. The one and only.
The one and only Empress from Korea,
Why the
guys.
Korean Empress?
See, don't you see I look like an empress? A real Korean empress, natural.
Natural.
I'm assuming Korean empress, like the local Korean
Oh,
lady.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that's my take
Okay.
about my name.
Where is your empire?
My empire is in this head, guys. This head is carrying an empire right there.
You have a big vision.
A very big vision, and I just aspire that one day, one time, this Korean empire thing will be visible. You see, right now, I'm the empire myself. It's in the brain.
It's in the process.
Yes.
It's in the making. So, who is the Korean empire empress?
Yeah, the
Now
Korean,
I'm calling you empire.
Imagine. I will have an empire, don't worry. Korean empress is just a lady from the village. Yeah, and a teacher by profession. In fact, English and literature.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
so you're going to be marking our pronunciations and language.
Not yet graduated.
Ah.
Yeah, planning to graduate in September or December.
Oh, but you're done with the studies.
Yeah, I'm done with the studies, so I'm still having a little challenges, clearing and all that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then.
But congratulations.
Thank you.
Are we invited for the party?
In fact, once my name will appear on the list, you'll be the
It's
first
gonna
to
be a
informed.
party.
Yeah. So teacher by profession, English lit, and also with a lot of knowledge about the local things, the Korean culture.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So also in YouTube, calling herself the Korean Empress.
Go subscribe.
Yeah, guys. So I do content about our culture. You know, how we prepare most of the things. For example, farm work, kitchen, cooking methods, they differ.
Yeah, true.
For maybe Luo culture, Korea culture, they
Kissy
differ.
culture.
Yeah, Kissy culture.
I have to represent.
My girl, Kissy culture.
Korea
and Korea
is where
culture.
we are
Yes,
currently.
Currently at
This
Korea.
is Nyabohanse
Nyabohanse
village. Close to Marwa's Villa Medellin.
Yeah, in fact, when we are sitting here, we are just seeing it.
Let's give them a 360
Yeah.
to see what we are seeing.
Exactly.
That right there is the empire. The one that's already here. The ranch.
That is here.
The ranch with the horses.
We already have an
now we
empire
have
here in Korea.
A view of the villa, a view of the horses.
Imagine. But this place is nice.
This is really, really motivating.
Yeah.
I love this side of the view that you get from this side. This is the forest side. The view you get so inspired.
And that's why I like the culture, and that's why I like showing my fans how Korea looks like. Yeah.
But for the longest time, we've not heard about Korea people. Personally, for the longest time, I didn't know anything about the Korea people.
Seriously?
I just knew that they have this language that's so close to Kisi and nothing
Bantu speakers.
beyond that. Yeah, because they're Bantu speakers. But I didn't know even anyone that's from Korea. Until now, it's Korea to the world.
Imagine, Korea to the world, guys.
Nyabohanse
But
is
I
the
don't
famous
blame you
YouTuber
because family.
Village, yes. And
Yeah,
family.
because at Nairobi,
Yeah.
the University of Nairobi.
Oh,
And
they.
Yeah, the university, world class university. I'm not being proud. I'm just marketing.
It's a fact. It's a fact. You're sharing a fact.
So, imagine I was doing Odell. Odell is online studies.
And distance learning.
Guess what? The only Korean out of 3,000 and something
I
students.
know. I don't know
3,000 and something students. And Korean Impress here is the only Korean.
The only Korean.
You can imagine. The others are in maybe face to face. They are the normal, the regular classes. But online, the only Korean. I was checking that list. the names until the last one, and
There's
everybody
no
was
Korean
like,
name.
everybody was like, who is that? A Korean, a Korean. I want to see a Korean face to face. You know, one of the lecturers said, I want to see a Korean face to face.
So that you have evidence that they
Imagine.
exist.
So I
For
was
the
called
longest
in the
time,
office.
people from this
Imagine.
area have not even gone out. I think the only person I knew that was a Korea was Machage.
Machage, the
He was a
former
politician.
MP, yeah, because he was a politician.
Yeah, and he was now outspoken. So at least some people knew. But beyond that,
Nothing.
now I came to know of Korea because of Marwa.
What?
And Marwa took Korea from the
Guys,
village.
Yeah,
all
we
the
are
way
here.
to
We are all here
international
because of
now.
Ayamaro, guys. You know, he's the one who made sure that Nyabohanse village, Korean people, we are now
known.
Yeah, worldwide, not even in Kenya.
Yes, international.
I was called to the office. We want to see a Korean face to face, and I was like, "You're a Korean,
Yeah.
yes. So this is how Koreans look like, yes." And
Why
that's
do you
why
think
I'm
that's
so
the
proud
case?
of being a Korean.
What was limiting people
Okay,
from the
what
village
was limiting
from going
people?
out?
Our culture was not for studies. Like there was nothing that would take us beyond our village. We used to study, like ladies. We used to, once you are of age, you know, adolescence.
Yeah.
You are circumcised, female genital mutilation.
Yes. Is
And
it
then
still being practiced?
yeah, somehow. And then you are married
But
off.
now not so much.
Not so much, and it's, in case it's there, it's done privately.
Okay.
Yeah. So you are married off. That is for a girl. And for a boy, once you also, you know, after circumcision, you can
now
choose.
start.
You know, during that period, that's when now we begin the courtship period.
Okay.
Because after the exercise, after some days, we now go walk. Like your duty is just to go roam. You just carry an umbrella, yes, and you go roam.
So that you can be
Walk
seen.
aimlessly, yeah, so that you can be spotted. And for the boys as well, just carry a stick, move aimlessly. So that's
So there
now
are
where
lots of early
if I sit
marriages.
here and you sit, I'm a lady, you are a boy, assuming, and we sit after that process, nobody will caution us.
Oh.
Yeah, so that was it. It's like
Now that's your girl.
you can now go. You can now have anyone. So after that, you know, I will not meet somebody from another region. Definitely I will meet my village
Yeah,
mate.
because it's just around here.
Exactly. So that was one. Education was not, especially for the girls, there was nothing like education.
Okay.
Yeah. So we couldn't move
People
outside.
were now you
our
couldn't be
villages.
exposed to other areas.
Exactly. So you get married, and the worst thing was that in case you have a child, maybe after now that initiation process, and then you give birth to a baby, you get married off to an old man. So you know, yes, because an old man will give you, an old man who already has cows, and like a young man who is going to hustle to pay your dowry. So the old man will simply give out some 5 to 10 cows, and you go get married, and that is the end of you. So you'll never see the other part of the world. So where will people know about you?
Yeah.
You see, even Maro, they only heard about him because he left Korea.
Yeah.
He left the village.
Because of school.
And went
Because of
outside.
school first, and then now because of YouTube. And I'm so glad that he has at least made the effort to enlighten people about the Koreans and the Korea culture. And another thing I've observed now that I've been here for some time is people from this village marry a lot. Like marriage is a big thing.
Yes.
You could come here as a single lady, even with kids, with or without kids, and in no time you're married off. It's like a joke, and then they pay your dowry.
And you know, in our culture, once your dowry has been paid, that is it. Like,
Yeah,
even if you...
I'm telling you, I was shocked because the other day there was a funeral, and then in a homestead, in a Korean homestead, and then there were these ladies coming, and they were claiming to be the wives to the homestead, and they have never been around. But just because their dowry was paid and it was never returned,
They belong
they
there.
belong here. And even if they go out there and get married and do their own stuff, they still come, and their properties, their division of the property is still intact. Try that in Kisii.
So for us,
in Kisii, if you go, you go.
Seriously?
Yeah, if you
and
go,
then
you
the
go.
bride price?
Now you can negotiate that later, but there isn't so much of I go roam around, do my
And
own
come
stuff,
back.
and then come back as I wish. I have not seen that so much in other cultures.
For us, it's like being sold off, my guys. It's like you're sold off. In fact, once your parent takes the cows, even if they're just two,
That is it.
you and a cow,
Uh-huh.
you be like you have the same price. They have
Yeah,
negotiate
yeah.
the
You
price.
can be interchanged. What
That
happened to
is
your
it.
hand?
Oh, you just saw it.
Yeah.
Sorry, my guys. This
Ah,
it looks
it looks
ugly
painful.
and ugly as well. Yeah. So I
Not
had
so
an
ugly, but really
accident.
painful. Sorry.
I had an accident. You know what happened?
Mm.
I was having I was running a shop. Let me call it a shop
Okay.
at Mabera.
Ah,
Mabera is next
yeah,
to
where
your
I
place.
stay.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
the center there.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just a small shop next to the main road.
Uh-huh.
So a lorry lost control. A lorry was
Ah,
carrying crates.
ah,
Like this lorry belongs to Coca-Cola transporters.
okay, yeah.
So it was carrying crates of solar.
Mm-hmm.
So it lost control.
Ah,
And the area was so flat, like this part, then this mica shop, and this the main road. So when it lost control, it simply came direct
to your
to
shop.
my shop. The good thing, I wasn't around. Like I was on the way
Uh-huh.
now from Nyabohanse to
Going
Mabera.
to the shop.
Yeah, to the shop. So I was only called and told everything is up. In fact, they thought I was inside. Because if I
Oh,
was inside, I would have been a different story
they
by now.
crashed it completely.
Everything.
Ah,
Maybe I
sorry.
can show you the pictures.
Ah,
Yeah, they
so you didn't
crashed
save
everything.
anything from
I
your
didn't
shop?
save. So when let me first finish the story.
Yeah.
So when I got to the shop, as I tried to at least remove the clothes that you know they had been, everything was down. The whole
Oh,
building has
it's a
fallen down.
boutique.
Yeah, it was a boutique. So it was clothes and bags. So when I was trying at least to pull the clothes, the
and save
glasses, you
some.
know those shelves which are the glasses. So what they had broken down. So I was trying to pull the clothes from down, and one of the glasses chopped my hand off.
That must have been
What?
painful.
So it was tragedy on
After
top of
tragedy.
tragedy. Like I
Sorry,
bled.
Ah.
Now you know the bleeding split again on the clothes that I was trying to save. And so like there was nothing. So I just lost everything.
Yes, sorry.
So in fact I'm just at home because now you know the shop wasn't mine. It's only the clothes that were mine. But the shop,
Or you were renting
yeah,
it?
the shop was a rental.
So you didn't save any clothes
I
from
didn't
the
save
shop?
because most of them now the blood split, and then most of them were torn. You know, when the
Oh,
vehicle,
because
the
of
lorry stepped on top, they were torn. The dummies were all broken. So the shelves, the glass shelves, is what hurt me this much.
that was a big loss.
It was a loss, but you know, everything they say everything in this world belongs to the world.
Yeah.
So the world took their things.
But I'm glad you were
I
not
will
inside.
get more exactly because I would have died, and I don't know what would have happened to my twins. I love my twin girls.
You have twins. Tell me about it. How is it
I don't
like?
know what
Give
would
us
have
tips.
happened
Give
to
us
my
tips
twins.
about how to to get
Tips.
pregnant
Hi
with
guys,
twins.
the styles, all the styles,
Mastingo.
mastingos,
You try everything.
the
You know,
mastingos.
it's such a blessing to have twins.
Yeah.
It's like double blessings.
Exactly.
How does it make you feel to be
What?
mama twins?
I feel so nice.
Uh,
You know, already having two at a go.
yeah. I think they're your only kids.
Yeah, and they're girls.
Ah. Ah. That must be feeling really nice.
What? You know, when I went to
Two
hospital and
princesses
I
at a
was
go.
told, imagine, and I was told you're carrying twins. In fact, they said we are seeing two embryos because I fell sick within the first 2 weeks.
Ah.
I was very sick and I didn't know what I was suffering from. So I just went
Or
to hospital.
you didn't even know you were expectant.
Yeah, I didn't know I'd conceived. So when I went to hospital and the doctor was like, let us just do all the tests. And they came and said, we can see two embryos. Embryos.
Let's rewind. Let's rewind. At this time that you're expectant, were you ready?
No.
You were not ready.
I wasn't ready to
And
be
then
honest.
again you're told
I
it's
wasn't
two.
ready and I'm told it's two.
How
And you
did
know
you take it?
I'm a student. I was at least right now I'm not doing any exams.
Yeah.
Yeah. but I was still a student.
Which year were you?
I was supposed to join second year. So that is early first semester.
Yeah.
And you are told how expected.
And your parents?
You know, now my parents, okay, they felt bad. In fact, at some point, they regretted taking me to
school?
campus because they were like,
Because
oh, you see now we beat the
wasting.
culture
We are
and said,
Yeah, I remember
let
you
the
said
culture
about the
stay
culture,
because
the girl
girls should
child.
not go should not go to school. And now we have sacrificed and taken you, and now
And
this
it's a
happens.
loss, a whole year of fees
And
lost.
they have sold shamba,
Oh, they
the
sold
whole
land,
of their land at home
to fund the
to
education.
fund my education. There you are, expected.
So you were just a baby to say,
I didn't
and
come
then you
back.
have 2 embryos. What did you do?
It was difficult, my friend. But, you know, I just stayed in school until I gave birth. And even after giving birth, I continued with school.
How was the pregnancy journey? We want to know. Don't
Tough.
take us too fast.
Guys, what is wrong with this Lynn?
I'm intrigued because giving birth to twins is a real blessing.
Twins.
That's why I'm interested to know, how did it go for you?
It wasn't well. In fact, you know, I was bigger than this. Like, my body was somehow bigger than this. But because of the experience, I reduced very fast. Even you would have met me and you say this girl contacted HIV in Nairobi.
And you
I
expectant at the
was
time?
sickly.
You are reducing and you're expectant?
Yes, because I was sickly. You know, having twins, like, are you a mom?
Yes, I'm a mom.
Of? Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
So you know how it feels when you are expectant with just
true.
a single child.
Yeah.
You feel sick all the time, vomit. Now imagine when you have twins.
Double.
It's double.
Now
Like,
double the trouble.
Yes. If you were to vomit, you will vomit like for an hour. Because it's like this kid vomiting, completion, this one this one starts.
They have
it
to.
was difficult. It's very difficult, by the way. And then you know, like now the way we have tiny bodies, me and you, it becomes so difficult because you feel like your stomach is just
Too
stretched,
full.
too stretched. You feel like, you know, I was feeling like if I do this way,
it will burst.
you just prick it this way, it just bursts, but it wasn't. But honestly, you cannot even sit this way.
From the very start, I'm a later sasa.
No,
when
from the start, you are just sick. You are just hospital,
the morning
out the morning sickness. It is just severe. Yeah. And then, like, everything is just double. It's a
double
bad
the trouble,
experience.
double the
Yes.
blessing. And then, when it was now time,
When it was time, funny enough, it didn't get to maturity because now you see with a
it
tiny
was
body,
heavy.
and it, you know, when I was sit, you see where my cloth is fitting. That's where my tummy used to be. Like,
The tummy was
it used
here.
to fall down. So
Because it was two
yeah,
babies.
it was 2 babies, and all of them, like, they call it breech. The heads were up, the legs are down. So the kids are just
there wasn't
24/7.
enough space for them
Yes,
to keep
they couldn't
turning.
turn because the space wasn't there completely. So it was just, so at 7 months, they couldn't contain themselves in the stomach, in the womb. They said, "Mommy, no, your womb is
But
too
were they
small for
big
both
enough?
of us." No. At 7 months, they were premature. They weren't even opening their eyes. In fact, you couldn't detect whether it's a boy or a girl. Yeah. Completely. Even the doctors were like, hey, these ones, we are not even sure. So they couldn't say the
Through the
sex of the
scan?
child.
Through the scan?
No, after now they
have been
yes.
Was it a CS?
It was a CS because, you see now, if already a baby will not turn,
Yeah.
so there is no way,
There was
because
no way.
you know, in our culture as well, you are not supposed to give birth to a child with legs
First.
coming out first. Yeah. So since they were breech, which means if I gave birth normally, the legs will come out first. And now for 2 babies.
Yeah.
So I had to go for CS.
It was going to be, and again they were premature.
Yeah, very premature. Very. So I just had to undergo elective
CS.
the surgery. And then the babies were taken out. And you know what? water broke. Like we are just seated here storytelling, and
The water broke
I didn't
at
feel
7
anything.
months.
Yeah, you know now it came a time like my body became numb. Yeah, it was just numb. I couldn't move. I couldn't walk. I couldn't do
You are,
anything.
at this point, are you still going to school?
No,
You had to
I had
defer.
to. Yeah, I had to defer, and I came back. In fact, that was after Corona period. During the Corona period, I was now almost
Almost due.
yeah.
So that was early 2020.
Yeah. No. Yeah. In fact, Corona came when it was already around 6 months.
Oh.
Because the babies right now 3 turning to 4. Yeah. So when Corona came, it's like God brought Corona for me to go and.
Oh, I know. So when the schools were being closed, you
I
had
was-
fun at home because you were busy.
Yes. So when the schools closed, I was almost getting tired already. Because
Yeah.
by 5 months, for me.
You were still in school up to 5 months.
Up to 5 months. And you know, when it got to 5 months, I was already tired. I couldn't even move to class. I was just forcing myself.
How is the experience going to class with pregnancy? Maybe stigma from your friends?
No. In university, it's
There's no
just
stigma.
different because there are people who are older than me.
Oh,
and they
yeah.
just come with their big bellies.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
In class.
It was better than high school.
Yeah, there are men who are older than my dad. And
Yeah.
they're just there, definitely. So, like, it is just nothing. In fact, they're very concerned. They're always massaging your legs. When you sit, they give you another seat to place your legs raised up.
You are given special treatment.
Yeah, special. Even when the lecturer comes to class and it's like, hey, those special people should come close because when you sit behind there, you're going to sleep off. You know, when you are expectant, you feel sleepy every time.
All the time, yes.
So they're always like, make sure you have the first seat,
the front seat,
yes.
so you concentrate.
Yeah, so at 5, I was already tired, and that's how God answered my prayer. Guys, maybe I'm sorry if something happened to you during Corona period, something bad, but I'm sorry. But in fact, to me, Lynn, that was a blessing in disguise.
When you were being told, stay at home, you are saying, yes.
I was still in Nairobi when they announced.
Oh.
Yeah, schools closed
There was
when
that
I was in
lockdown.
Nairobi.
There was that lockdown
They
for
announced. I remember
movement
they announced before. They said all schools
to close down. Yes.
So that is when I traveled back to the village.
Or before they could close down
Yes.
the traveling.
Yeah. So that's when now my mom and dad had to see, oh, so this is the degree you are going to bring for us.
What do you mean? You didn't tell them?
I didn't tell them.
For 5 months with twins?
Yes.
How did you keep it a secret?
How? I'm in the city and this is a village.
But were you not afraid that anything could go wrong and you need them?
You know, being a first-time mom, you are a lady, you are not like married officially, and here you are.
Oh, there was that little fear of how they're going to
and
react.
You know our culture, so it's like if I come back and they realize an old
There's
mzee,
something.
I'm going to get married to an old man. So
now I
had to
remember
keep
what
quiet.
you said about.
So I had to mute.
So you were talking to your parents through the phone,
yeah,
and you didn't
I'm
say
very
anything.
okay. Even when I used to be sickly, I would just go with my hostel mates, my friends, and
To the hospital?
Yes, come back.
You were strong. You know, I'm a crybaby, so if anything like that happens, my mom on the phone all through. So today I felt like this. Today I went to the hospital.
Maybe that's why I'm a Korean impressed. They know these people. Make sure you go and watch my channel and see my videos. Very strong woman.
You're a brave one.
Brave and strong woman. So that's how I
thank
came
God
home.
nothing
That's how I
happened with
revealed
that.
the news. And I had to stay now home
What
because
was their
Corona
reaction?
went for a whole year.
What was their reaction when you came
Well,
with big belly,
different
2 kids?
from what I expected.
Ah.
Totally different. In fact, at some point I questioned myself, are these parents of mine really Koreans?
They were
Are
positive.
they really Koreans? They were very positive because they said, even in our culture, it's not even easy for a lady to, finish primary, finish secondary,
true.
go to campus,
Go to
and
campus.
finish it, because in our culture here, you are long married. Yeah,
By the
long
time
married.
you're in college, you should have
gotten married even
early
before you went to college. So they were just
now
like,
it was twice. They know now you're pregnant.
Yeah.
And then how did they react to now twins?
now the twins, I didn't tell them at
Yeah.
that point. Yeah, because I was like, what? No, you know, it's going to be so expensive, and it's not
Yeah.
like I come from a family that is well able. So in my mind, I'm like, now if I tell my parents that I'm expecting twins, all these expenses, plus my school fees is there, giving them hard time. So I was afraid. So I kept mute. I said, let it just come as a
As a
surprise.
surprise.
So that
But you
day
knew.
when we were storytelling and the water just breaks and I'm
At
rushed.
home.
Yeah, I didn't have labor pains. In fact, to me, you had labor pains. I hear
Story
you
for another
much.
day. You
Story for
speak in
another
all
day.
languages, even the ones you've never heard.
Speaking in tongues.
Yeah, you speak in tongues when the labor comes, especially when the baby is almost here.
Aish, my goodness.
So you've not
Now, as for
experienced
me,
that.
yeah, me, okay, by 6 months, my body had turned numb. I couldn't feel any pain.
Oh, that was 1 month after you came
Yes,
because of Corona.
exactly.
Indeed, it was a blessing.
Yeah, it was a blessing. I couldn't move, you know, I was just moving. I couldn't stand up. The legs were numb, so I wasn't feeling
Oh,
anything.
it was.
So even when the pain, I didn't feel the labor pain. The water just broke, and I'm just like, what is happening now? My mom is like, eh?
And it was your first time. Did you
Yes.
even expect? Maybe
No,
you've Googled,
no,
uh,
I didn't expect. I
and
didn't
it was
feel
the
any
7th
signs.
month.
Yes.
Uh,
So me, I was waiting for 9 months.
for 9
Yeah,
months.
so
Two
I
more
knew I
nine
had
months
2 more
to go.
months. And yeah, I'm seated and I'm told, what? Emergency. Yeah,
Emergency,
so
you were
yeah,
rushed
I'm
to
here,
hospital.
emergency. In fact, they're calling friends, help us with the car, because it was around, we were heading to supper. It was around
6,
6
7.
p.m. Yeah, in the evening. And you know, here in the village, you've been in Korea.
Yeah.
By 6, most of the villages, we are ready to go eat supper, then go to bed. Yeah. Especially here in the village where we don't even have electricity.
Yeah.
Nothing is keeping
Yeah.
you up at
By
night.
6, 7,
Yeah. So,
business is
in
closed.
fact, I was trying to stand up to go and eat and go to bed. So as I was trying to stand up, that's where I was like, hey, what has happened? Yeah,
At
so
7 months. Did your
so I
mom
was
panic?
rushed. It was very, in fact, she was very stressed. You know, I'm her first daughter.
Oh, these are her first grandkids.
Yeah. So being her first daughter and first grandchild, for them it was just a
And
child.
it's premature
And it's
now.
premature now.
What about you? You knew you have 2 babies and this
Yes.
is happening.
So after the water now broke, that's when now my mom was like, let's go to hospital. Me, I'm saying, me, I'm not feeling any pain because I'm waiting for labor pain.
Yeah.
I don't have any pain. So I just went to hospital and they said we are going for surgery. So as when now they came to the hospital, now is when now they learned I'm going to have.
Your mom didn't
twins.
ever look at your book because I know
My mom is okay. She didn't go to school,
Oh, so she was.
doesn't know how
She
to
just
read
knew what you were
English.
telling her.
And
She
you know
was
these
counting
books.
on you to tell her.
Yes, and you know these books are written in
Yeah, in
English.
English, and then the doctor's handwriting that's very hard to even
and
read anyway.
my mom is those humble women, humble village women who, okay, to them class 7 was school. And unfortunately,
I know.
she's a Tanzanian. So she learned in
She's Kiswahili
Kiswahili.
speaker.
Yeah, only got married here.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you have dual citizenship. Tanzania and Kenya.
Yeah, so she couldn't read. So she depended on what I had to
You were
tell
telling her.
Yeah. So when they go to hospital, so when they were told to sign, that's when now they learned from there the records that I have twins.
2 babies.
Yeah. Now my dad was like, so she's having twins, and she didn't say.
She
but
didn't say
he can't
and
ask
she
me
knew,
because
now it's an emergency.
Yes, it's an
critical.
emergency. He also have to hold himself and give me time.
Yeah.
So they just went, bought the things that they could afford. And there was with the grandbabies, the beautiful girls that you see.
Unexpected.
Unexpected.
And then now it's double.
Double blessing.
Did you already have shopping done?
Not everything. I had some, like the not napkins, baby shawls.
Yeah.
You know, during the market days, you can go and pick the second hand.
Yeah.
So I'd picked most of them. Yeah, so with those ones, that's all I had.
You started with
you know,
that.
it was just good because they were very premature. Like a baby was the size
Very
of this
small.
palm of my hands. Yeah, so they couldn't dress. They were just being wrapped. And they were taken to the incubator. Yeah,
For how long?
a month.
You stayed in the hospital for a month?
A month plus. They were premature. They need an incubator, kangaroo as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so incubator, kangaroo, incubator, kangaroo. In fact, they survived miraculously. You know, I always say those twins of mine, miracle babies.
I know.
Those are
Because now
miracle
they are two,
babies.
they are premature.
Yes.
Did you even have enough milk for them?
Hey, no. But you know, because now what favored me, since they were very premature, they couldn't suckle. So I had to express, and they were taking a spoon, a single spoon
Per day?
per day.
Ah,
Yes,
so
that was
for the
it.
first 1 month,
Yeah,
they
so I
didn't need
didn't
a
strain.
lot.
So like when we came now from hospital, that's when now they could suckle. But because now they were two, my parents say they're
It will
going
be
to
too
hurt
much.
me. Yeah, so they,
Yeah.
you know, here in the village we have a lot of cows. So
You
milk was
started with,
not a big deal.
yeah.
So
But of course you had to dilute it
yeah, we were diluting it with water. And
because
then
it's too
feed them.
conk.
Yeah, and porridge. And that's how they've grown. Nothing
Uh,
special, by the way.
and now
Nothing
they're
special.
here, a
Yeah,
blessing.
very
It's been a
beautiful.
journey.
Yeah, it's been.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Right now they are big. Right now they are very
They are
big.
big and beautiful. And one day you should tell them that story when they grow up.
Let me just, the girls. Let me just show you the photos
Okay.
of those my girls. How big they are
Giving
right
birth
now.
in itself is
Weh.
hectic. Now giving birth to twins,
Yeah.
hey, you
And
did
in
it.
fact, taking care of them is very expensive as well.
Oh,
Ah, it's
even
very
now?
even now. You know, you cannot buy for one
Yeah.
anything and
Everything
leave
you buy
another
in
one.
twos.
And now that they have joined school, you have to pay double.
Pay double
Taking
the
them to
fees,
baby
double
class,
the
yeah.
uniforms, double the at the
Everything,
same
I tell
time.
you, at the same time. Yeah.
Oh wow, they're big. You can't
So
even
big.
tell. Let me see whether they can see. You can't even tell that they were premature. They're so big and
They're
beautiful.
so big.
Yeah.
I wanna grow.
Ah, you're a
Wanna
blessed
grow.
mom.
Wanapendana kama nini.
They're so big. So it doesn't matter that you were born premature. Wow, so
Wow.
beautiful. Go to her channel and see the
Go
babies
to
in
my channel and
action.
see the babies cooking for you.
They're now 3,
The baby, they are now
almost
3.
4.
They joined school and now here they are brown. So
Wow,
I
and
took
they're so
them
light skinned.
more than me.
So these are the princesses in your empire.
Yeah, these are my
They're so
princesses and
beautiful.
my very.
You are buying everything in two.
Imagine, you
Socks,
see, socks,
uniform.
uniform, sweater,
How do they relate?
plates. They're friends. You see even the style.
Yeah, even
Like
they're
in
holding
every
each other.
photo, mostly they're holding each other.
There's none that feels like a bully to
No,
the other.
they have a very close bond. Very close bond.
All the way from 7 months.
Imagine.
Now,
to
when you
now.
count their birthday, do you start from the 7th month or you subtract up to 9 months?
I start from the 7th month.
Now they
I
have
don't
an extra
subtract
2
anything.
because you see the usual birthdays, you don't count the 9 months of conception. But now for them, they're -2 months.
Imagine I don't minus. I just count.
You just count from when they were born.
From the date that they were born. That is it.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So how about you? How is taking care of the baby? Is it an easy journey?
Taking care of the babies, I feel like it's quite easy. You see the thing they say about watoto wanakuja na sahani zao.
They came with the plate.
They come with their plates because especially the firstborn, I was also not ready. I was not married. I was in the process of getting there,
married.
but it was not official yet. So the baby comes, and I didn't feel any type of way because I was already done with my form 4, not form 4, but
College.
4th year.
Are you okay?
I had already graduated. I was hustling, so I didn't really feel like it was going to be a burden. And then there was a few shillings coming in. and there was the partner, so we were
Also
ready.
helping.
Yeah, we were ready. But now,
People were ready.
every time you get a baby, or every time I get a baby in my case, I feel like there comes a blessing. Maybe a new job, a
Hey.
new something,
Yeah.
and this boosts their growth. So you're able to now take care of their
Them
needs easily.
Yeah, without strain.
Yeah.
As for me,
Uh-huh.
I can't lie, but my parents
Uh-huh.
have been a great pillar.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
They were the ones now taking over
Yeah.
the parenting. Because
So
did you
it
go back
came
to
in.
school?
Yes, I had to go back to school. You know, you see now after the corona period, so everything became online. So we didn't go back physically.
Eh, you are blessed.
Yes, blessed
So you,
guys.
you were able to take care of the kids
Fully till to date.
Ah,
Yes.
you never missed like you going and leaving them with your mom?
No, because now all of us, all the students that we had joined that year, now we were all turned to
Online.
Yeah, we now
Up to
turned to
fourth year.
Odell up to fourth year, whereby we completed this year, April.
Ah,
Yes. So we never went
see,
back.
you see, that's the Sahani I'm talking
Yo,
about.
this
It's
is
a blessing because imagine twins and you leave them and go all the way to Nairobi. It was
Imagine
going to
I
be
did.
hectic.
So we were just at home, and now where the hustle was, I just had to buy a laptop
Uh-huh.
and continue with the studies. Yeah.
You could do it from home.
Yeah, I
Or-
could do it from home,
or-
anywhere, even under a tree.
Not like you had electricity in your part of
No,
the village.
now that I wouldn't do it from our house because we don't have electricity in the house, but I will do it from the center.
Oh,
Yeah,
but it
the
was
cyber
way
cafe.
better because
It was way
at
better.
least they hold the babies for you for a
Yes,
while
and
then
I'll
you're
just
back.
walk. I don't use transport.
Yeah.
The only money that I needed was for bundles.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so when you go to the cyber cafe, sit on the table, you pay them, and you do studies, maybe do exams, and you're
Yeah,
back home.
and you go
So
back
it was
home to
easier.
your babies.
Yes. So that was
So
it.
they didn't miss their mom. I'm
They
telling
didn't
you, those are
miss
the
my
blessings I'm saying. Somehow,
Exactly.
there's that convenience that God
That
brings.
comes with the babies.
Yeah, with the babies. Even if you get pregnant and then you're like, oh, I want to get rid of it. How am I going to take care of them? Don't worry, just give birth.
Exactly. By
They're
the
going
way,
to survive one way or another.
it's better than doing an abortion.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
end up killing babies.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that horse. It's so big.
Oh, yes.
Mara's
Horses are always majestic. They look
Wow.
strong
You know
and
the-
majestic. That's Malkia.
as
Malaika?
majestically as a
Malaika.
horse. That's Malaika. That's how they
I
call
hope
her.
you can see Malaika over there. The white horse.
She looks beautiful.
It's, I know. And there's Rio.
Horses are so proud. I've just seen the way it has walked.
Yes.
As
Majestically.
proud as this Korean empire here. Korean
Impress.
Wow.
That was, I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, you know, as mostly because maybe we have tiny bodies. You know, when somebody sees you, they they don't expect you even have
they
kids.
cannot expect that you have kids and such big kids.
And twins.
Twins. They're big, they're twins. Hey.
Yeah, we thank
You
God
did
for
it.
them. Now
Yeah.
our hustle is to take care of them and also make sure that they go to school and study just like I did.
All the way to college.
Yeah, universities, colleges. In fact, I want them to go abroad now.
Amen,
Because I went to
amen.
I want them to
They
go
must
to abroad.
upgrade.
Yeah, they must upgrade.
Uh.
Yeah, I want them to have pals and go to visit some other countries as well.
Yes.
I don't want them to be like me and hang here only in Kenya, village.
But you know, you can also start traveling. You're still young. Even if you have
don't think
kids.
so.
You know, sometimes when you have kids, it limits you, your
It
movement.
limits you. Because like now, what am I supposed to focus on? I don't even focus on myself. I now focus on the baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you feel like they stole your freedom?
To some extent, yes. But
Sio kwa ubaya, but they did a little bit.
A little bit because I had plans. You know, I was like, I want to finish with the degree, then go and do masters. In fact, I wanted to finish with the degree and now use the degree to look for a scholarship in masters. You know, in UON,
Yes.
in Nairobi University, when you have a degree, you can easily get a scholarship in masters in another country. So I was planning like
You were to
I
fly
finish,
out.
look for a scholarship and go maybe to some other country and do my masters there. But now,
But now,
sometimes they say the needs of the flesh are too heavy. They
yes.
even refit the brain. Yeah, so
But
it's like
still, I think you can.
the needs of the flesh was so high than the brain needed.
We've all been there.
Yes, so that
But
is
I
it,
feel like
Lynn.
you still can.
Hmm.
Only
Maybe.
that now you have to put in your kids in the
Yeah,
plan. If you
exactly.
get away to go with the kids, you can go.
Yeah,
What do you
even
think?
without them.
Mm.
But now I have to leave them in safe hands. Yeah.
Your mom is still there.
My mom is still alive. Yeah, she's still there. Even my dad is still there. My dad just broke his leg
Oh, sorry.
the other day. He had an accident. I think this month was not
A
a good
good
one
month for
for my
you.
family
Uh,
because
it
my
was
dad
also this
was
month
knocked
that.
the same month. Yes, in fact, his was earlier. Then mine came 2 weeks after. That's when I had this and lost now everything. But you see, for my dad, he was knocked down by a motorbike in the evening while going home. You know those pathways in the village, they're so dark. So the bike was coming and it didn't have light.
Oh,
So my dad akuskia, he didn't hear the
bike
bike
coming.
coming. So when he tried to enter the bush, it had already there and it knocked him. In fact, he broke.
Ah,
Yeah, he broke from this path.
so now
So
he cannot walk.
no, he cannot walk. So we had to do a harambe. We took him to hospital. Akawekewa chuma na
Ah,
screws.
ah. You know, when an accident happens and you are older, it becomes even
Worse.
worse
And
than when
more
you're a
painful.
baby.
Worse and painful. Yeah. So you had to put a chuma here. Akona chuma. The one that they
Connect.
put and tie with screws.
Oh, because it broke.
Yeah,
It was
broke
not just
the
a
bone.
dislocation.
No, the bone was inaitwaje?
Broken,
Kiingereza ni
crushed.
ngumu. It was crushed.
Ah,
The bone was crushed
so
inside,
sorry.
so it could not be joined. The only
So now he
option,
walks with.
he cannot walk. So he just, okay, right now he's just been carried.
Ah,
Yes, like a baby. But we have a plan on buying him crutches. Crutches by the inakwanga pesa ngapi?
I'm not sure. Let us know down below in the comment section.
Yeah, how clutches.
cost,
So that's
yes.
what we are planning with I and my elder brother. Yeah, we are planning to use the funds. You know, he's doing hustling. I hustle. We put together. Now we buy for him clutches. So after buying for him clutches, I guess now he will be walking with one leg. Sindio?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
this one still cannot touch
It
down.
cannot.
Yeah.
But now it will support him.
Yeah, so he will use one leg and the clutch. Yeah. But for right now, he's on the coach. Bed, coach. Bed, coach.
And that's so unfortunate.
It's
But at least
I feel for him
he's going
because
to recover.
my dad was not somebody who was used to sitting. You know, he was
he's
used to
very
go to
active.
the farms, take care of the cows, goats. You know, men.
It can be frustrating
So
to have
it's
to
very
sit down
frustrating to him
when you're not used
just
to.
sitting 24/7. It's so difficult.
Yeah. We wish him a
But
quick recovery.
yeah, I just pray that he's going to get better. But you know he's going to get better because now he has been treated.
Yeah,
So it's just recovery.
It's just now the bones to do their thing.
Yes, it's just recovery.
It usually takes close to at most a year
a
and
year, in fact.
maybe 6 to 1 year.
Yes.
Isn't it?
And it's already in fact a
1
month
month.
has not. It's just a month. So
He'll
I
get
can
better.
imagine.
I think within these 6 months or 1 year, now you start moving better each day. Isn't it?
Yeah. But what we are planning is like at least when 3 months end, we should have bought for him the clutches so that at least, you know, he's also giving my mom hard time.
Yeah.
Since he cannot move
Now she has
on
to be a
his own.
caregiver.
You know, the house where you have to move somebody from this end to this end to clean the house. It's so stressful.
It's hectic. Thank you so much for gracing Lynn Afros. It's been a vibe. You're so welcome to
Thank
come
you.
back again and
Again
again
and
and again and
again.
again for more collaborations such as these.
Thank you so much,
It's
Lynn.
been a pleasure.
Yeah, I also feel nice, talking about myself with you, being open,
Yeah.
opening your whole heart. Guys, it's like shoulder to Lena.
Reliving
Yeah,
the
it's,
experiences.
exactly.
If you've
So,
given birth to twins, let us know down below in the comment
kindly
section.
tell us how you
that
easily
went
take
for
care
you.
of, and how they easily take care of the kids.
Yeah.
Because mine, oh my goodness. Pencil, mama nataka sweet. You give this one a sweet, you give
You
this
have
one
to
a
give the
sweet.
other one too. But now I feel like the advantage is you're raising them at
At a go.
once.
It's still the same. It's like you have to.
Two
You have to
kids.
take this to school and this to school. May I feel it would have been better if they had given a bigger gap. Yeah.
Oh.
But all the same, it's God who gives. So He
But
gave.
they're so cute. When
Yeah.
they grow
Yeah,
up and they're
very
looking
beautiful.
alike.
Guys,
and
they're very
so
beautiful. They look like they're Americans. Light skin. They're not like their mother here, black.
But you're also light skinned. It's only that
Yeah.
life has been lifing.
Life is not lifing with me.
Yes.
So I've turned
But when
dark.
you were young, I'm sure you were
Yeah,
beautiful,
yes, I'm
baby. As cute as they are, you're still beautiful.
So that
But
is
when
it,
babies are cuter, always, they look so much better.
The sun has not hit them
Hits
like
them
it
so
has.
much, and stress. You have to think about
True.
their fees and all this. It
Other
takes a
family
toll on
members
you.
and all that, especially being the elder girl.
Yeah. It's a lot to carry.
It's a lot to carry, by the way. Yeah,
That's
so
why.
that is it, Lynn.
So we are all cute and wonderfully made.
We thank God for that.
Regardless
Even
of
our
the
viewers
passing
are very
age.
cute,
Yeah,
and wonderfully
everyone.
made.
Yes. Thank you so much. That was it from us. Until the next time, remember to subscribe to Korean Empress and to Lynn Afros as well.
Yes.
And that is it from us. Bye.
Bye. Remember to pray for my hand to get well
Yes,
soon,
yes,
so that I
yes.
can wash
Get
for you
well soon.
utensils.
We are missing those videos.